Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Today we are going to discuss the third section of Sunan al-Fittrah. Today we are going to discuss al-Khitan, wal-Istihdad, wa taqlim al-Asfar, wa natf al-Ibit. These four things which are Sunan al-Fittrah are the things we are going to discuss in two hadiths of today. The first hadith is the hadith of Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu, who said that the Prophet ﷺ said, Khamsun min al-Fittrah. In this hadith he mentioned five. That is to tell you that it does not mean that there are five. He just mentioned five out of the Sunan al-Fittrah. Then he said, min al-Fitrati al-Khitanu wal-Istihdadu wa taqlim al-Asfar wa natf al-Ibit wa qassu al-Sharib. Al-Khitan is circumcision, and we discussed about it last week. Second one is al-Istihdad. Istihdad means using something like razor blade to shave the hair in the body. Wa taqlimu al-Asfar. Taqlimu al-Asfar, that means clipping or reducing the nails of the hand and the nails of the leg. Wa natful ibit, and plucking out the hair in the armpit. Wa qassu sharib, and trimming the mustache, which we discussed last week. Wa an Anas radiallahu anhu قال وقت لنا في قص الشارب وتقليم الأسفار وحلق العانة ونتف الإبت ألا نترك أكثر من 40 ليلة. That a time was fixed for us. That is, the Prophet ﷺ fixed a time for them in trimming the mustache and cutting the nails or shaving the pubic hair, the hair in the private part, and plucking the hair in the armpit, that they should not allow it to pass 40 days. Should not allow 40 days to pass without having done all these things. That is the meaning of Wuqita lana, that the Prophet ﷺ fixed a time for them which should not exceed 40 days. This hadith was transmitted by Imam Muslim. So in these two hadiths, we benefit that part of the Sunan al-Fittrah are these five things which we just mentioned here, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created people upon. That as normal human beings, you have to do these things. That is why somebody that is not taking care of this or is not doing them is going against the nature, because the Prophet called them Sunan al-Fittrah. Al-Fittrah is nature, and it was the practice of the Prophet and the prophets before him. So the first one is al-Khitan, which he mentioned here, which is circumcision, and according to the scholars it is compulsory on men, but as for women they differ. Some of them say it's not compulsory on women, but it is sunnah. Then the other thing he mentioned is cutting the nails, whether the ones in the leg or the ones in the hand, because if you don't cut them, first of all they will become harmful. Maybe you can use them to wound even yourself, and also there will be a place where filth and dirty things will gather, so it will be a place for accumulation of germs. That's why you need to clean all these things. Then the other thing is to remove the hair in the armpit, and also to shave the hair that is in the private part with something like razor blade. All these, the Prophet ﷺ make them necessary for us to do, so that we be clean and healthy all the time. Wa sallallahu wa sallama ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.